change of era. Eva began to work with formulas, measurements, and the necessary elements for the construction of the new time machine. Meanwhile, Charles Furwins and David Brindell were at Miller Labs, working on the solid base that would be the structure of Genesis 2. They would have to use titanium, a very solid and heat-resistant material, perfect for working with alloys. They were informed of the appearance of the key, but Eva doubted whether or not to trust the two of them, so she chose not to give them the plans for the last stage of construction, nor the key to the program. However, she needed them since they were the only ones who had gone deeper into her father's studies since he started the searching for the origin program. Charles Furwins was a man of about 35 years of age, although he looked a few years younger. He wore the expression of a cold and unscrupulous person, with a serious look and a twisted half-smile, a sporty appearance and a voice that commanded a great deal of respect. As for David Brindell, he was the same age as Charles, but looked much older. His expression was calm and thoughtful. He wore measuring glasses, with a thin texture and few words. His ideas and inferences were almost always realized, because he had an intelligence that distinguished him from the average. David, we have to get hold of those plans and if possible the secret key as well. To end the matter and leave no evidence, we will finish with the beautiful Miss Miller. Don't rush Charts, calm down and cool your neurons. If we kill Eva Miller, sooner or later her father will find us since he has the original Genesis. What we have to do is gain her trust and help her finish the machine. Once the job is done, we will travel together in search of her beloved daddy. If all goes as planned, we will end the lives of Burton and Eva Miller. There is no other way to take absolute ownership of the great invention. Yes, you're so right. Maybe just for fun, I'll kill his filthy dog too. They looked at each other, letting out their sickly laughter. On the other hand, Eva already had in mind the chronological place where she would start her search. She could look for him in the year 2080, just before he disappears in time. But she might lose everything she had studied in another era. In addition, she would find herself 5 years younger, which could cause her molecular self-destruction. Scientific theory indicates that two bodies with identical molecules when meeting in the same dimension merge, mutate and self-destruct due to atomic incompatibility. The only way to start the search would be at the exact time when the programming from inside the ship was activated by accident, and add the 5 years that had elapsed. Eva's longing to travel with her father to a primitive era was perhaps the reason we would meet again. Happily, only the last details were missing. The process, fabrication and assembly of the new ship took about a year, during which Charts and David gained Eva's trust thanks to the good faith shown and her willingness for the cause that apparently united the three of them, to find Burton. Miss Eva, we have finished building the structure of Genesis 2. No detail has escaped us, interrupted David Brindell. It sounds perfect to me. As for me, I have advanced the change timer. I just need to finish with the speed amplifier to be able to change dimensions. Remember that we must break the time barrier and travel as fast as the speed of light, Eva Miller explained. David and I would like to know if you would allow us to travel with you to the place in time where you will search for your father, said Charts, taking advantage of the confidence that he had in his father. Charts, taking advantage of the trust they had built up. Well, I've given it a lot of thought, and I think it would be best if the crew members for this important trip were David, Tristan, myself, and of course you, Charts. Thank you, Miss Miller. We are very committed to this quest, as we hold your father in high esteem for having been our teacher. I'm glad to know that. Now help me finish the amplifier and timer in a hurry, said Eva, who, following the computer's instructions, was trying to build the Genesis 2 as soon as possible. Now we need the program key, so we can move forward with the assembly. Listen to me, you two. When my father disappeared in time, I distrusted you. To be continued.